What's going on, guys? Gaston right here. So in today's video, I just want to do a quick review. Phone in hand, I just printed this image coming from my camera, the Leica D Lux, and I've done a lot of videos about this camera, and I want to show you guys this printout, right? So I'm going to put the camera here for reference, and the paper, the media is 17 by 22, which is fairly large for a printout, and then matting in white about 2 inches around, makes it really, really nice, plus the frame. So I love the size. I don't think that I ever had the need to go bigger unless it's for something special, but for my own printing, this is where I wanted to be. 11 by 17, 17 by 22, and and everything in between here. So I'm making this video because I'm going to show you right now some of the details of this printout. Now let that sink in. This camera has a micro four thirds sensor and a 17 megapixel sensor, right? So the resolution, a lot of people have been saying, how come you be shooting in 2025 with that tiny of a sensor and that little resolution? Well, the reason why is because I get to have a 24 up to 75 in my hand and this small. So there is no excuse for me not to pack this camera, and it comes everywhere I go. But the main reason is that I printed before images coming from this camera, and every time I print something, I am blown away by the results. So I shot this in New York, and this is a laundromat. I believe it was around Soho area, and my camera always have a Pro Mist filter. I discovered that by having a 1/4 or an 1/8 Pro Mist filter, I get really, really nice highlight roll off, and I just love the tones a lot more. It also gives you that gloom on the areas of highlight, and for that reason alone, the filter never leaves the lens of the camera. So this image is another testament of the power of this little guy. So if I go close, actually I'm going to start zooming in. Again, I'm using my phone for this video, guys. I apologize for that. You will never see pixelation here. So I went all the way to the back of this place, and the details are unreal. Now, one thing that I was just playing around when I zoomed in, something that I did not see on the computer, did not see on the image on the phone, and I did not see it on the back of the camera. Look at the fan right there, right? It's very small when you compare the size of the printout, and I started zooming in. Now, I zoomed in until I realized that I could see the grill of the back of the fan. Now, that is unreal. I cannot see this on the print right now with my naked eye being like 1.5 feet away from the print. But the moment I zoom in, I can see all those details that were pretty much blind to the eye. Now, look there. There's a rack or something. Look at the detail of the clothing, I'm sorry. And look at, the machine, all these machines. Really, really amazing. And everything with a micro four thirds sensor and 17 megapixel. Now, if I actually scan the image from the side, you're gonna see that we got some areas of out of focus, and I shot this image at f2.8, and the shutter speed was 100 of a second. Not even a very fast shutter speed, yet everything is tack sharp on this image. Very, very sharp. There's no sharpening in post or anything like that. I never add sharpness. I actually decrease sharpness most of the time. But take a look at this image, and right here there is something that I was not aware, and it says refund policy. All services, no refund. See, this is something that even with my naked eye at 1.5 feet, I cannot read, and I have my contacts on. But that goes to show you the resolving power of a micro four thirds sensor and 17 megapixel resolution, and also the resolving power of this printer, Epson P900. I'm going to be making a video about the printer and the whole experience. I'm going to walk you guys through from downloading the photo, preparing the photo in Lightroom, printing from Lightroom, and going through the whole process, because it's just mind-blowing. One of the reasons why I don't think I'll ever sell this camera. And I know a lot of people are gonna say that the Leica D Lux 7 is the same camera, and also the Panasonics, and it is true, it uses the same sensor and the same lens. So those cameras, if you can get a hold of any of those cameras for less, more power to you, because you are gonna get the same results. I just like the experience of shooting with this camera, the ergonomics, and the ease of use of all my other modern Leicas. So I got it before the tariff, so I pay about $1,500 for this one. So for me, it was a good deal. I don't think I will get it for any more than that. So if you can find a Panasonic, or you own it, or Leica D Lux 7, go for it. I mean, I think it's a great option to have 24 up to 75 millimeter f1.8 to f2.8 in your pocket in something this small. All right, just a quick video. Bye.